listens? Like, you didn't listen to actual music, you just listen to OSTs?
Some low key, but not like seriously. Like when I was bored, I would put it on, but I wasn't like going out of my like. Now, if I step out of the apartment, I have music on or I have a YouTube video on.
Soundtrack of your
Because
life.
I know some people
bro.
say they don't listen to music, but they listen to video game OSTs.
Yeah, that's music.
And like stuff like that.
That's still music.
I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, I had music, but it wasn't like something that was really a part of my life like it is now, or how important music is for like my day. If I can't make the day with like at least like listening to music 1 or 2 times, it's not really feasible because there's a lot of downtime, and I know it's pretty similar for y'all, especially.
The straight point at me is honestly so crazy.
Hey,
but
you
it's
listen to music.
so real.
You listen to music.
I listen to music all day.
All day.
These little headphones sitting right next to
boosted.
me. I have these things on my head literally all day.
If you know anything about skull candies, they are known for what their quality might not be the best, but dang, they got that bass in them.
I'll never forget when we went to a Walmart and I could hear their song. I was like, "Is that Insane Clown Posse?" And they said, "Mm-hmm." And I listened, and I listened, and it was in my ears. I'm like, "Wow."
I love letting people listen to music in my headphones because, like, when you, I would like to think that I'm a very unassuming person. Like, I just kind of live my life, not necessarily on autopilot, but I don't think about what I look like to other people.
Guy.
And so when I play music from my headphones, like, to other people, they're like, "Oh my God, this is what you do all day?" Yes, it's probably why I have tinnitus. It is definitely why I have a constant headache. But I can't help myself. Like, the shake of music feels so good.
Ayana, if you went bald, would you have the?
Wow.
Yes. I would be just like Jinxie. Yes.
So funny.
Yes.
It's just interesting because you say that and you do listen to music like every minute of the day, but it's funny to think about how different your music.
Do you think we just like
you have so much
separate?
variety?
I do.
They already do have a dent. I've seen it before.
Like
I do not have a dent. He's lying.
Okay,
No,
how about
I've
this?
seen your playlist, and it's literally you have like Dolly Parton in like one vein, and then you got like Migos like 5 minutes later.
But I'll be checking after this break. After this break, look, I will have confirmation of if Ayana does in fact have a dent in their head. In the meantime, enjoy the music coming your way. We'll be right back.
I gotta see because I swear I've seen that.
Bro, we are most definitely.
What? 4 minutes.
Okay. Are we supposed to still just be in program? Yeah, we are. Hey, guys.
Don't go anywhere. We still got to work it out on the remix. So don't forget, you're listening to All Mixed Up.
There ain't no way I can forget Ye. That's because you're listening to I'd Say My All Mixed Up every Friday at 2 p.m. here
All
at Wolf
Mixed
Radio, your
gave me a
favorite
headache.
As long as you
variety
know.
show here at the wolfUWG.com and on the Odyssey app.
Come.
I miss you, Odyssey app. Where are you?
I miss you, Odyssey.
Hold up.
Hello. Is everyone here who is willing to listen to some amazing music
All the time.
all the time?
Literally all the time.
Every
Why do you like
single
hip hop
day.
so much, Ayana?
Because it's a large part of the culture that was ingrained in me as a little black girl. It is a lot of what we listen to in my house.
You don't say.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
just love, I love the culture of hip hop. I love that it can be unserious with its mumble rap. I like that it can be really serious with its conscious stuff, with the old boom bap style 808 tracks and everything like that.
Yeah, you see the
I
808.
love the diss tracks and everything. Like I love everything about
I
hip
love
hop. It's
Kendrick
so diverse.
It's hard not to.
And it's so, I feel like it's such a large space that you could do so much with. And I've heard so much in this one genre that it makes me very happy to listen to every time.
So
That is
like
so beautiful.
on that same trend, I've noticed that there's been one song you've been listening to a lot, particularly.
Oh, yeah?
KSI's new song, "The Thick of It." and
Yeah,
I
we're not
wanna
doing
know-
this.
Wait, do we have
Yeah.
this thing?
Crazy.
Play it now.
No.
We're not doing this on air, y'all.
We are not doing this.
From the ring to the king. I want
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Drew, what
Raise
is
my
it
flag
that you
and I'll-
like about your
When I
favorite
ring.
genre?
My favorite genre, I like my music to be more calm and tranquil. For example, Leve is a good example of this.
Who's Leve?
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Why
Like I
do you
said,
say things so
Leve
aggressively?
is a perfect example of this. Same with my new favorite song, actually, Season 2, Episode 3 by the Glass Animals. If you've listened to that song, you can tell why it's loved by me, and you kind of see what I'm going for. The background music, I mean, it's tranquil. It's like soothing to the ears. Same way I like Strawberry Guy. Like all those kind of like songs, it's just really pleasing on the ears. Like I'll listen to like your occasional like hip hop or like rock, whatever the mood like calls for it. But like I find myself gravitating more to those like jazzy, smooth sounds rather than like the loud vocal.
You know,
I
that's
should
really
say.
cool because you're like the second person that I've ever heard that really prefers the more tranquil side of music. Because I remember when KJ told me that, actually KJ didn't even tell me, when Mel told me that her favorite genre was jazz and like contemporary and classical,
alternative music.
I was like, girl, what?
Like my
It
like-
doesn't make. Hey.
my second favorite.
I love it.
My second favorite genre is probably swing.
Wow,
Really? What?
Yeah.
pretty.
What the heck?
Like how often do you hear swing music? So whenever
Never.
Exactly. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this instant banger.
I think I relate a lot to that just because like I feel like most of the music I listen to is like kind of like the soundtrack of my life. Like aside from like chaotic like everything can get, I'm just like when I'm by myself I'm very calm and very like, I mean I have like my things, but it's also just nice to have like music that I feel like represents how I feel, and most of the time I'm just feeling like just
Question.
low and calm.
Are you a big Mac DeMarco fan?
Not as much as I want to be, just because I'm just starting to branch out of like the same 5 artists in the same genre. So
If you need, I
like,
can recommend you some songs because Mac DeMarco is like the one I consistently find myself going back to because
Mac
a lot
DeMarco.
of his stuff is like piano and his voice is just
he
That is
sounds great.
Not the right
But
person.
for like the Latino aspect of like what my favorite genre is, it's like a lot of what Ayana said. It's like a lot of stuff that I grew up listening to, whether that be like artists that I grew up with versus like artists that are like just coming up. Like everybody knows I like Karol G, so
Yes.
that's
yeah, we
that's
know.
my thing.
Oh, we
Do you buy
know.
a Fortnite skin? Do you buy a Fortnite skin?
I wanted to really bad. I can't lie.
She's still in there.
She's still in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to download
Go
that
get that
game.
thing. Get that thing.
I have to.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Well, especially with someone like Drew, where Drew is a chaotic person like me. He has the chaos. His music taste is very. I wouldn't expect you to listen to music like that.
It's a complete 180 of my
Well,
brain.
Yeah,
complete 180.
complete.
Chaos
And
Emeralds.
I listen to anything and everything as long as it sounds good. Like I don't.
Literally.
Literally same.
Because
Straight up.
as chaotic as I am, as you say, I prefer the more dull, nuanced moments.
I don't.
Like, as much as I love being rambunctious and ooh, look at me, it's like, in all honesty, like my favorite place to be. Imagine it, right? Cold outside, Christmas, right? fireplace going, snuggling under the blankets with a cup of hot chocolate, watching your favorite like Christmas movie. That is where I want to be at
That
all
is
times.
so cozy.
Hey, I'm trying
That
to
is
be.
so
I need
cozy.
to be in the club.
It's
Targeting.
kind of.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
hey, you in my car? I'm thinking.
I'm young and turned. I need to be out.
I need to
It's so funny because I was playing some music that I like used to listen to like a lot when I was like a teenager. Like I was playing it in the car for
Oh,
Bert.
I can't do that.
And
can't
it was
do
just
that.
like a lot of like rock, like heavy metal stuff. And he's like, "This doesn't fit your vibe at all." And I'm like,
That's
You
the
don't
point.
know my
Yes, it
vibe.
does.
You don't know my
Kids,
vibe.
You don't know my
Scott.
vibe.
No,
That's the
literally.
point, though. I don't have like I know a lot of my friends have like specific playlists for specific times, and I'm like, whatever it gives me, and I'm listening
God.
to it. Sometimes I'll go from like. I'll get like I'm literally looking at my replay mix right now, and it's like the top one is Check by Flo, and then it immediately goes into something like Drunken Days by Hyphen.
Oh my god.
That's what's funny because sometimes like I do have my playlist for like my genres and stuff, but sometimes I'm like, man, I gotta go into this like song stuff and just hit
Yeah.
shuffle.
Now the
Like,
only
literally-
time, oh you're
Sorry.
good.
No.
The only time where I'll like I need vibes is when it's like 12 a.m. I got an hour drive. It's game. That's game over. Things are getting done.
That drive music is so important.
You listen
Things
to,
are getting done.
I was gonna say you listen to Yeet on the drive. You do not listen to Yeet.
Why would I listen to you? I'm sorry. Wait.
Yeet
Jalen's
is-
listening, bro. You can't say that.
Sorry, Jay. Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
love Yeet. Dude, Yeet is my favorite artist.
Yeah, no. You don't know who Yeet is?
You don't know
I'm very
Yeet?
jealous of you.
Why
I
don't you-
wish I was living in the mind that you
How do you
have
know
so
you-
that I didn't know who
Oh,
Yeet
we can
was,
show you
too.
some. How about we show them?
To be fair, Yeet's not bad. I just think
He's
he got
not.
a little overrated.
Yeah, the
That's
more
not-
people
how
started
about-
listening to him, the less I wanted to listen to him. It was just getting, like,
that's def-
kind of a many event. Like,
Oh,
Like,
that
it-
particular little number can go.
Money for fun.
She can go. I don't know. I just, I feel like the playlist that I listen to the most, that's like 40 hours. I have accumulated that probably over the past 2 years, and it's everything that I listen to, from my R&B to my K-pop to my like alternative to my rock.
When I looked, it was all Kiwani.
Yeah, it wasn't, and he didn't even scroll through half of it. So
it's kind of interesting you say that because I decided to do something kind of like that, but it's like my specific songs that I realized like those are my favorites. I have like really bad a really bad attention span, so I will forget that I like those songs until I hear them.
Oh.
So I was like, I gotta
I
put
play
this
it
on
out.
the playlist.
When the original tangent, and then we gotta end the segment. When the original Planet Her came out, I listened to
my
that
God.
I listened to nothing else except that for
Pete
about a
Doja.
year straight.
Real.
Pete Doja.
Pete
Outside of
Doja.
that,
that was me with SZA's SOS album.
I
No,
don't.
real.
Okay, that one. As soon as I heard, what was that? What's Shirt?
Oh yeah,
I heard
Tiffany.
Shirt maybe twice, and I said I can't do this no more.
Not
That
gonna
is
lie.
so funny.
When SOS
What?
dropped, you know what? I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
No, we
No,
need to know.
No. It's
It's
just
her, right?
I do love the songs on that album. However, when that song dropped, it was insufferable. Like when that album
yeah.
dropped, it was insufferable.
But
What?
It's the
see,
same way. Like, remember how last night I was
School.
scrolling through like all the Instagram stories or whatever, and I saw Chromacopia 4 times. Like, sure, it's Tyler dropping, and I can understand that. But like, even though I like his music, I know it's going to be insufferable for
Oh,
the next couple
absolutely.
months. And like,
It's gonna get crazy.
Well, how about this? We will take a little break real quick. We'll come back. Somebody has got something to fill up, and we're gonna find out who
mean
gets
by
to do
that?
it. Oh, you're gonna see. Oh, you'll see. But we'll be back. We got some music coming your way.
go to break.
Enjoy it.
of our country got stormed because people were upset.
Tune in to Wolf Radio on Tuesday, November 5th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. for live election coverage.
That's what it takes. It takes change, but what change needs is a voice.
Bop, 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 all mixed up. Anyway, welcome back to Odd Same Out, All Mixed Up every Friday at 2 p.m. Guess what? Wolf Radio, the Wolf UWG. Stay here, be square. Anyway.
Am I getting a Krabby Patty meal later since you did that?
No.
A Krabby Patty, man.
Krabby. Oh, rev up those fryers.
Oh, wow.
Rev up those fryers.
Can I want to hear something from you guys.
What?
Okay.
I want to know you guys' most controversial, like, what's one genre, a subgenre, whatever,
Country.
it could be an artist that you just do not understand why people like it so much.
Oh, I take that back then.
I have one.
I take it back.
Mine might be kind of crazy.
Okay. I have to think about this.
All right, well, Drew, Yade?
You want to go first?
I think you should do the honors.
K-pop.
What? Wow.
We've heard this one before.
We literally
heard mine
The
before.
reason is, like, I don't think... Now, I think most K-pop is overrated. It's not that I hate the genre. For me, it's the fans, right? Because J-pop's really good. I just think the K-pop industry in itself is very...
Then I think that's just the argument of you don't like the fans
No,
and
no,
what
no.
they do to the overall culture.
No, I think the songs are overrated, too.
Why?
Because, to me, it's just, like...
If you say it sounds the same, that's because you don't really understand it.
No, you're not... Hear me out.
I'm here.
Okay.
I was
Just
let him
Let me cook.
I'll let you cook.
Let him say what he needs to say.
So to me, a lot of the artists are just overrated. For example, the whole like BTS craze. I didn't think they were anything special. Like I love Twice. Don't get me wrong. I like K-pop. I love Twice. But like most of them just kind of seem like
Carbon copies?
not carbon copies. I don't know what the word for it is.
Manufactured?
Yeah,
That's because that is. what
I
it-
mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But like,
That's what the
if there's
industry
no
is, love.
if there's no soul behind the music, what incentive would I have to?
I think
listen
there's
to
soul
it?
behind it. It's just perceived soul.
I mean,
Where I
those-
think some of the biggest groups, yeah, it can be seen that way.
Yeah,
Those
But
artists
K-pop-
work really hard. Like whether or not like the manufacturer is the music is like manufactured or the industry does this or that, the artists work so hard just to get
Yeah.
to the place where they can
Yeah.
start making
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
music.
but like when I listen to the music, to me, I don't really hear any of that. Like when I listen to music, I want to feel something. And when I listen to K-pop, like Twice, for example, I can feel something when I'm listening to them, right? But for most K-pop, I just don't really. Like, there's nothing for me in that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just not for me. I think it's a little overrated. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on anyone for liking K-pop.
Obviously,
It's
you
just
don't
not-
hate K-pop, but
Yeah, it's
I see the argument. I just think the argument might be misplaced in terms of that. You can say that argument for any genre of music.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the same way I don't like country. Like I don't like country because a lot of it's just like, I mean, country has soul in it. It's
No,
just-
there's some. Okay, I'm a country hater. There are some good country songs.
Yeah, like and it's just I'm a
Waking up
I'm a
at
country
6
hater
with
too.
my tractor,
But
thinking
like
about my baby.
a lot of it's just kind of
And my beer.
a lot of it's kind of just like
I
it's not something I can relate to.
I think it's more. I think it's more of like mainstream K-pop might be your issue then.
Maybe if I mean
That's what I'm thinking.
maybe
Instead
I-
of like, if you look at like all your generic, like, oh, you're BTS, you're Stray Kids, you're in Hypen, you're 17s, you're, I could keep going. Like,
if Ayana sat me down
Vibes.
if Ayana sat me down and made me listen to underground K-pop strapped to a chair with headphones on, I'd probably enjoy it.
you probably
See,
would.
okay. I'll just say this as the pretentious K-pop listening veteran. I agree.
I don't.
And I only agree because I've listened to the groups and the artists that make that music that you can tell really speaks to them. Because like Ailey she's like a long-term solo artist, and she's phenomenal. She's an amazing vocalist. Her music always sounds like she meant that. Same with IU. Boa, exactly. And it really just depends on where you're drawing the music from, as well as when it came out. Because like when you say BTS, I agree
Chun-Li.
up until like when they released
Butter.
DNA, that was when I could tell that they were going into a very Western, I want to cater to this particular group of people because it's going to make us money.
But
You
here's-
hate
And
go-go, don't you?
their music started to lose a bit of their soul because BTS's music before, they used to write,
Yes.
produce
Blood, Sweat,
all
and
of their own
Tears.
Yeah,
music.
who?
They
But-
used to, like, back in like the Dark and Wild era and like
That was
the
a
Too Cool for
crazy
School era,
time.
all of that was their music. Like BTS had something to say, and then the West showed up.
What do you think
and
about
they were
Go-Go?
like-
Are you a Go-Go
I
hater?
do love
And
Go-Go.
honestly,
I
I,
love
think
Go-Go.
it's gonna sound so stupid, but I think the West is a big issue when it comes to
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I
But
agree, and that's
there's
why I
the
say like
outside
K-pop.
point of it, though.
K-pop has always been a
Heavily
heavily
Western, yes.
manufactured industry. But the problem is now they care so much about making money that
They have
they
to,
don't really care
because what
the
else do they
music
have?
sounds like.
And that's another
makes
argument
me
where
sad.
there's
What's
nothing
yours, Zion?
inherently wrong with that, though. Well, let me not say inherently wrong. I think that's still just an opinion where not all music needs to have your idea of what is considered soul.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
not
I
the
guess
point
that's
of all of
fair.
it.
But what I do
And-
think is that it should stay rooted in what it originally was.
Well, what was it originally? It was what it was. It was heavily rooted in taking aspects from all over the world and making it what it was.
So
you
what
can't.
I'm saying is you shouldn't cater to something because the more you cater to something, the worse it gets, right?
That's not true.
I believe so.
That's
because-
not true in any
because-
sense of the word.
because-
We cater to our audience. That doesn't make it worse for anyone else.
No,
But
I'm
you
saying, like,
guys, but
Hey.
it's okay.
It's all right.
Because there's always going to be a lid for every pot.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Everyone
And that's
has
what's
their
so good
thing.
about it.
So what
And I do
you-
think if I showed you some K-pop songs like from back before, you'd really
Mm-hmm.
like them. But Yade, I want to know what yours is.
We'll have to let you know in the second part.
I was kind
'cause-
of ruminating on mine because I'm trying to reverse it, but I cannot stand like this Bruno Mars esque romantic. I'm gonna die if I don't have you in my life song.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
oh,
sorry.
Okay, I'm not
I'm
letting
sorry.
you know.
But do you
No,
wanna
okay,
know-
hold on.
We get,
Hold on.
no. We got
But it's perfect because we are going to save that specifically for the hot seat. We
Ah.
are, which means we are going to give you guys some more amazing bangers. But make sure you stay tuned because I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh no.
No, for real.
It's time to cook.
It's time to cook, baby. The kitchen is open.
It's
The
time
drawers
to
are open.
cook.
Let me find my utensils because I gotta find something to cut this fine seared steak with. Who do we got in the hot seat today?
Oh, hey.
I mean, I already know.
Well, you know who
Hey,
got in the hot seat.
everybody. It's me. I'm in the hot seat.
So Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Wait. Before you start,
This is
what
all.
would you like to be rated on?
I want to be rated on a double-decker couch full of candy.
That is
Oddly
ridiculous,
specific.
but okay.
Let's go.
We can
you
do
eat
it.
You have. I'm setting a timer. You have 5 minutes to put your cone across. We will say nothing if necessary.
Oh dear.
You need to
okay.
say nothing.
You got it.
All right, I got this. Okay, so let me reintroduce my topic here. It's not Bruno Mars himself. It is more so the culture of like over romanticized romance music for a specific genre of people that I had to be overexposed to due to the area that I grew up in and the area that I went to school in. So what it was that there were all of these songs with all this like over heteronormative pointed romance specifically to like, let me say this, a specific demographic of people of which I do not belong into. And that was all I heard. So now that I know that there's other stuff out there, I'm a little bit bitter because a lot of people who look and think like me could have grown up with a lot more versatile storytelling in their music as opposed to, oh, I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm gonna blow up the world for you. It's not anything super duper extravagant. It's just a personal gripe I have that I'm overcoming because I do like Bruno Mars now. Now I do. Drew, you have questions?
Not so much a question, but like just an overall statement. I think I get what you're saying. I think the reason that didn't happen is because like it wasn't really accepted back then.
Nope.
Like at all. So it's like if they pushed that out, that would have lost them a lot of money.
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
like and a lot of sponsors, money
Oh,
when
absolutely.
we play. Like it's so
Oh, sorry.
much.
There's my mic.
But yeah, it's just that like that specific timeline of that kind of romance music because y'all know me, I love romance, I write about romance, I talk about romance, I live and breathe romance. It's just now as a writer I'm like romance can never just look or sound like one thing. And looking back on it, that's all it sounded like. Like, for me,
Yeah.
like, if I listened to music from back then, the instruments were the same, the themes were the same, the singers were the same.
But that
Also,
that is also just inherently a product of the times where you can say that about any genre at any point in time to an extent where if you look at the 80s or the 90s hip hop, yeah, all that sounds the same. I always have like a funny thought of like if we took like, I don't know, let's say we took Megan's music. We went back in time to the early 90s. We put that on air.
Oh,
the world's blowing.
goodness. Yeah, the world is blowing up.
But that's where everything sounds the same in that point because that's what's popular. That's all they know. You can't expect someone to know something they don't know.
No,
Yeah.
and I fully don't. Like I said, it's less so about, oh, why wasn't it like this? And more so, I regret that it wasn't because it taught me to hide and think a lot about how I'm perceived in the world versus how someone else would be. So I fully
okay.
do not expect
Yeah.
anything to have changed at that point.
Yeah.
It's
It's more
just-
so I ended up having to grow up a certain way and how I express myself and how other people express their romantic interests a certain way based on
The
who
music
the
they
music
took.
was written for.
Okay, see now, when you put it like that, that makes a lot more sense. Where you're talking more of like, because of the music you listen to, you wanted to perceive yourself and you saw yourself as this way.
Yeah. And you know what? Completely completely valid. I will
see your
give
point.
you 5 out of 5 double-decker, what was it? Couches
Couches.
made
Filled
of
with
candy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
That was a very well articulated point.
I
That-
will agree and add that I don't like it not because of the heteronormativity. I just don't like it because I'm tired of hearing it.
You're a hater. Anyway.
Yep.
Wait, can I drop my rating?
Yeah, drop your rating.
So, I understand your point, but for me, I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 5. Like I understand your point. I completely do. But coming from a hopeless romantic such as myself, that music speaks to me on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Dude, that's fine.
Okay,
We're fine.
okay. That's valid. Opinion.
Oh no, I'm not saying it wasn't. I was just saying I'm a hopeless romantic.
Like the type of
too.
yearning and what I hear in the song, I don't even know. To me, love is love, so it could be literally anyone in that situation. Like to me, I listen to the song, I can imagine anyone. It doesn't matter if it's a girl, boy, some 60-year-old man from France. Like you know, it could be anyone in that situation, and that type of yearning is what I listen to that type of music for.
The
So.
60-year-old
Yeah.
man from France.
That makes sense.
Anyway, well, Yade, for your first time cooking, wow.
That was good. That was
great.
very nuanced.
That was very specific.
I like that.
I'm a
That was
layered
very
individual.
specific. Thank you for your cooking. The kitchen is now closed. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom,
Ba
ba-dum.
ba ba da le ba 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 ba.
Welcome back to I Say My
All mixed up.
All Mixed Up
All mixed up.
on Wolf Radio.
All mixed up.
All mixed up.
All mixed up.
Back next week.
All mixed up.
2 p.m.
All mixed up.
Music variety.
All mixed up.
We ate
I'd
that.
say my all mixed up. We'll be back next week. I hope y'all enjoyed the show.
This was good.
That was a good. I really
a
appreciate your
lot
cooking.
of opinions flying
Thanks.
today.
The kitchen
Yeah.
was hot. You were almost
Super
burned the
hot.
building down. I can't lie to you, Chief.
All of
Sorry,
y'all,
it's
y'all
so
were
hot.
getting hot.
Hot to
Getting
go.
Hot to go.
Hot to go.
That was really
But-
good. I'm very proud of you
Hot to it.
guys. I
But
love you guys.
thank you all for listening. Whoever's still listening to us, I really appreciate you for being in. Whoever from my family is here. Thanks, Camille, Mabel, whoever you're there. Stacy, I know you're there. Yeah, Lauren, you're welcome, by the way. Remember that. You're welcome. But all in all, thank you genuinely, everyone, for listening in. We'll be back next week with more music, variety, and chaos, because that's what All Mixed Up is for. We'll
All
see
Mixed
you
Up.
next week.